Does Zero C have any lore? Kinda. The lore has been kind of shifted around because the original lore of Fidrit, it's basically a tanuki that's very mischievous and uses his power to make people fat. And he kind of shapeshifts into whatever gender they can to allure people into, you know, being fed. And but his original gender is mostly male. That's why when you go to my true form, he's actually also kind of a fat tanuki. But he basically kind of shapeshifts, so he can become muscular, can become slim, he can become whatever body the person he's feeding kind of desires. That's kind of the lore of it. So he's a very mischievous boy, basically. Dragon Ball. I do love me some balls. What? You could say that he can be kind of gender fluid based on that description that I've given. Basically, he always feels that he's always a he. Just the way he looks, that's different. That's kind of the lore. He's always a man, but he shifts to kind of lure people in. But his potions and magic only work on those that desire to gain weight. Unless you piss him off, then he can use his powers just to spat on people. The lore is that he also become kind of a VTuber to try and get more people. He's basically doing whatever he can to kind of, you know. But the plot afterwards is that he fattened everyone in his hometown, so he decided to move out to a different country and basically try to build a community of fatties that he can go and fatten up. But then he also kind of got used to humans and the way they behave and what they like. So he found Dragon Ball, he found anime and their stuff, and you know, found other ways to expand the horizon. So that's kind of a little bit the lore. It's a bit all over the place, but like I have some ideas, I just haven't fully organized them enough to become completely consistent. I mean, I do have like a more female form, which was like my first form. I'm not gonna change now because I have the timer up on this this form, but it's not available. I guess I can be honest with chat. One of the reasons why I didn't put the girl form available is because I'm kind of afraid that's the one people are going to put the most. And you know, despite this whole lore thing, being in that form for too long makes me a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm debating if I should kind of bring it back or not. Because I will want to play with the idea of like the tanukis and their more mischievous nature. And they are known to like shapeshift using their balls, which is very up my alley. Balls. But I just thought that tanuki was just a perfect thing for me. And I also have a statue. I have a real life tanuki statue that I got when I went to Japan. And originally my character was not supposed to have a fat form. But since people, of course, around the weight gain community, people love fat, I was like, you know what? We originally are fat. Tanukis originally, folklore are fat. So why not for fun? Yeah, also the balls. But I always really liked the raccoon dogs and tanukis and stuff. Then for the colors, for the skin and stuff, I went with the real life animal that the statues are inspired by. That's why when you look at my character, you don't really see the statue and the regular depictions of tanukis. You see more of like the real life animal. At least I tried. But for like the color scheme, I tried to make like kind of similar to this, kind of simpler. So I tried to make a mix of both. And yes, they have big balls. And in my design, the way that the potions are located, they basically look like balls. Yeah, so basically as you can see, like these two potions are kind of to simulate the balls, and the big bell to simulate the dick. I mean, if you think the tanukis use the scrotum to glide, I'm not joking, they use the scrotum to fly and glide. The scrotum basically kind of shapeshifts and stuff, yeah. Yeah, the scrotum, they use the scrotum to transform. The tanukis transform thanks to the scrotum. They like envelop themselves in the scrotum and then they transform and they can glide with it. It's yeah. So this is the design, which is still kept the same as you can see, without being too much in your face. Can you glide? I must know. My character has magic powers. I don't use my scrotum to fly and to glide, but I can fly, but with magic, not with the scrotum.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.